Hello, how are you today? Today we're going to do a little series, something a little bit different. We're going through to BC to Creston from Calgary, and we went by Frank Slide, and I took some pictures of that. So, what is Frank Slide so famous for? Well, April 29th, 1903, about 4 o'clock in the morning, half of Turtle Mountain broke off and slid into the valley. And there was so much debris that it pushed probably 200 or 300 feet up the other side. When you see the debris field, you would be amazed. 100 million tons of rubble, rock, slid down the mountain. A couple amazing facts about that is it didn't block off the river. It just skipped right over top of that. There was a train coming from the west. It didn't run into the rubble field because one man went across the whole rubble field and stopped the train before it got there. When you see the rubble field, you understand what a feat that is, because there are rocks the size of houses in there. How did it happen? Well, Turtle Mountain was being mined for coal underneath it. That was one of the reasons. It was a mitigating factor. But the main reason was that the mountain was made of limestone, and there was fissures from the top. The water got in and froze, of course, and acted as a wedge. And eventually it weakened enough that on that fateful day, it all came down the hill. Crow's Nest Pass is known for some very, very big disasters. There was Hillcrest, Bellevue Mine, Frank Slide, all these things. It cost a whole bunch of lives. Frank Slide was one of the smaller ones. It only cost 70 to 100 people. They're not sure how many, because it hit the edge of the town where drifters and such would have been. And they're not sure how many people were there that night, but they only recovered 15 bodies. And you'd understand why they didn't recover more. Anyhow, in the video you can see we're coming up to Frank Slide, to the Interpretive Center. Here's the start of the rubble field. And take a look at the size of some of those pieces of rock. And you can see it goes from way over to the left all the way over the right. And it goes right up to the Interpretive Center, which is probably 200 to 300 feet up the far side of the valley. And it was an amazing feat that they were able to move all the rock to rebuild this road. There was a lot there. Anyhow, if you ever go to the Frank Slide, take a visit up to the Interpretive Center. It's off to the right here. And it explains all about it. And you get a really, really good view of the slide area, how much is there, how much is left, how much rock had to be moved. Some amazing facts. 16 men who are working the night shift in the coal mine escaped through a coal seam a day later. They were some of the ones that possibly were at the highest danger. They didn't die. Some of them came out and found out their family had died in the slide. One man went from the far east side of the rubble field on a train. He was the train there. They saw the mountain coming down. They backed it up out of the way. One of the guys, actually two started out, one didn't make it because he injured himself, knew that there was a train coming from, I believe the train was coming from the west. And he went across the entire rubble field, got to the other side and flagged down the passenger train coming in before it hit the rubble field. They estimate that it saved a couple hundred people's lives that way. We're driving up to the Interpretive Center now in the video. And right in front of us, you can see Turtle Mountain. big slash, the big gash in the mountain itself. And they have done a wonderful thing here. This is a really neat interpretive center. They have washrooms. They have trash receptacles, recycling. They also have some really nice picnic areas. This is on the step of the interpretive center looking at Turtle Mountain. And they've got some signs there explaining what happened, some of the facts and figures, some of the first pictures taken. And then they explain about the faults in the mountain itself prior to the incident, and how the water got in there, it's frozen and expanded the fissures. And I guess luckily the town of Frank wasn't right underneath the slide itself, just the outskirts were, and they don't really know what's going on. But you can see that right there, right in front of you. And you see the tree, the forested area to the left of the scar. That was where the town of Frank was. The outskirts was under the rubble field. And I estimate we're 200 to 300 feet up the far valley, and this is where the rubble got to. It had hit with such force that it forced it right up the other side of the hill. And it hit the river so fast that for some reason it did not block it off. It just kind of jumped the river, took all the mud and everything like that, but it didn't block the river, which would have added to the disaster, because then there would have been flooding, and there would have been a big backup. It would have hampered all rescue attempts. I've been here before with my parents many years ago. But right here you can see how far up the hill it came. And nothing was really growing there ever since. I don't know when the interpretive center was put up. I didn't get that information. Just talking about what was going on. This whole valley is an important, or was an important coal mining area. I think the Leach Collieries closed down in 1970 or something like that. As the coal ran out, they moved away. There's really nothing here now. They have the municipality of Crow's Nest, which is the combination of, I believe, 5 communities that were in the Crow's Nest area. Blairmore, Coleman, Frank, and 2 others that I can't remember. Hey, if you like this video, like, subscribe, hit the notifications. I've got a few more coming from my trip out to Crow's Nest. Gonna look at a few other things. One last look at the slide itself. It's really a very beautiful area. I mean, the rock slide area, it's pretty surreal, let's say. But you take a look at some of the rocks that are there, the big chunks of rock. Some of them are close to the size of a house or more. And here we are looking down through the Crow's Nest Pass, west to east. Or no, east to west, sorry. I believe that is Blairmore. Anyhow, you like the video? Please hit like, subscribe, notifications. I'm welcome to any comments you may have. I'll try to answer them as best I can. I hope you enjoyed the video. As we take one last look, thank you for watching. Have a great day wherever you are, and peace. Goodbye.